All right. Welcome, everybody, to Patty. Patty, you're here somewhere?
Oh, I'm here.
Okay.
I'm over here.
Yeah, Patty and Nancy Joe and myself and all of you. There's always room around our table for more. So it's time to dig in. And I'm assuming everybody could see my screen. So welcome. Here we are on the road, and we're going to be going again and again. We went to the RISE thing. We're going to go to RISE Business. I think we're going to a conference in October in Florida. So the three of us tend to travel together and are still learning. So give a big shout out for all of you who went to conference. Raise a hand. So as you can see, we had an awesome pre-conference event. One of those pictures there is from Nancy Joe and my suite with some of my top people in my personal team. Cassie Trulson just promoted another director, Nancy Joe.
Oh my gosh, really?
Now has 3 directors. She is technically 1 second line director away from senior director. So very proud of her. And Anna in the middle was my #1 in sales. Linda was #1 in recruiting. And Debbie was one of the top sellers as well. So as you can see, we had a whole lot of fun. And, you know, before we even go any further, well, we will, but do you want to just mention Becky's exercise, Nancy Joe?
Well, I think people need to experience it, and I think that they should see it on PC team training. I think it's too much to summarize because I think it's very, very meaningful. But in a nutshell, it starts out with the names that we call ourselves and what we feel about ourselves and the inadequacies. And then what she did was at the end of the event, she came back with what my new name is, and that's where Ruth was saying that my new name is I'm ready. But she went through all these different things, and so many people resonated with what she was saying that I know it was really transforming for me when she did it with Chairman's Circle. She did it with the Nationals, and I said, please, can you do it again? So I was thrilled she did. Thrilled.
Oh, well, later Patty's going to give you a glimpse of, yeah, there's Patty. I don't know what your name is. What did it say?
My name is Fearless VP Rockstar.
Nice.
My new name.
I love it. I have 2 announcements on here that I want you to pay attention to. The September Zoom meeting, because of Labor Day, is going to be the first Tuesday of September. Because otherwise it would be Labor Day itself, and I'm going to probably be in transit. So first Tuesday of September. And then here on the 19th, during the day is going to be a local directors meeting, an in-person one at 9:30 a.m. And locally here this evening at 6:30 p.m. is going to be our recipe night. I am assuming that we will post some stuff to our team sites and pictures of what we're making. And for sure, we're going to be trying out some of the new recipes and some of the new products, including the blender.
And Marie, because you were so busy today, I sent you a invitation. I made up an invitation for the director meeting and the Zoom call. So that's done.
I have not seen it, so thank you, Nancy.
You're welcome.
Be close.
Okay, so
what am I doing wrong? I'm not seeing everybody.
go to the top and put gallery view.
I'm only seeing like a stack of things. What am I doing?
Go to your hover and change your view from speaker view to maybe exit full screen. Or
it's because Maria is sharing her screen right now. So you're seeing that in the middle.
Because I'm not seeing her screen. That's my issue.
You probably have something covering it up. You probably have
Do
some
you have
other.
two screens, Nancy? Do you have two monitors? Are you both two monitors?
No, I'm just on one.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to turn off maybe the PowerPoint. Okay. Maybe that's it. All right.
Okay. So it's a new season. Let's go ahead and look. Patty, I'm going to stop sharing because I think you have a video that you can share.
Yeah, hold on here, Marie. I am going to go here. Oh, wait, I got to click share. Hold on. I got to go back.
I got it back. All right.
Share. And I need to click this. Here we go. Hold on here.
Welcome,
Okay.
everyone.
You see?
And thank you for those of you that introduced yourself in the chat.
Marie, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So here we are. I'll point out where everything is, but I'm going to go ahead and play this video.
People are going crazy about those pretzels.
Yeah!
Yay! Deluxe cooking blender.
Woo! August only. Woo!
We've tasted those meal starters. Are really good, you guys. They're really tasty. And think about your host if they get 25 or 30% off.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Really encourage them to buy a couple sets because they're going to love them. You could even give that as a little hostess gift, you know, to anybody when you go to someone's house for dinner.
Woo! Yes.
I just made one tonight and did a video in my VIP group showing it.
Oh, Sarah, I'm going to have to go look.
They were so good.
Were they?
Yep, I did the beef bourguignon and it was delicious and my family liked it, so that's the key. And
Isn't
it's so
it
easy.
though?
Julia
Yeah.
Child.
Take a look at that.
Woo! Who is excited?
Yes, strong August leads to a strong fall. Woohoo! Oh, Corey's here too. Corey's one of the new directors on Cassie's team. I'm glad you're here, Corey. Woo-hoo! So I will go back to sharing. So before I do, can you guys shout out what is something that you're most excited about? Is it Dash? Is it the new kits? Is it one of the new products? Everything.
Well, Dash, the blender, enrichable.
Hey, I'm going to say I'm really excited about the blender. I had Barb's daughter. She called her daughter because she is like the ultimate vegan. They don't use oil. They don't use any animal products. They're gluten-free. They're this, they're that. I mean, I don't know what they eat, to be honest with you. Anyway, she has a Vitamix, but she's getting away from all plastic. And ours is glass. Theirs are plastic. So another thing that's important to people, and she said that she wants to see the video on it because she thinks she wants one because of the one thing, because it's glass. They don't do sugar, they don't do flour, they don't do all that kind of stuff. So I couldn't say, oh, you can make jam in it because it wouldn't be appealing for her. But because it's glass, it's another huge thing for us, tempered glass.
I love it. I think this is what they called one of those game changers. And I absolutely think this is like the game changer to change the game because it's less expensive than a Vitamix. It does things a Vitamix doesn't. It does all the things like margarita maker, coffee grinder, people who are into health, people who are going to be having babies and want to make homemade baby food. I can see so many uses, and the fact that it fits under the cabinets, and Pampered Chef did their research. I know it has a 3-year warranty on it, but oh my gosh, you know, for electronics. So I'm just going to read back some of the people's comments. People said, Sarah Hoffman says, Dash looks amazing. Can't wait to use the blender. Ruth says the Fast Track Reward Program and the full kit rebate. Yes, Ruth, you're going to be talking about that. And Richables and blender, Karen said. Corey said the kits. Yes, Corey. Sarah said, I'm excited about the blender and Richables. Melissa said new kits and Dash for consultants. Fast Track Rewards, Dash. So blender recipes, I figured out that when I do the blender pasta sauce, I'm going to make chicken parmesan, bake chicken nuggets and top them with cheese and sauce to go with the pasta. Corey, I'm on Cassie's team. Okay. All right. So we're going to go back to sharing my screen and we're going to keep on going.
Also have a gingerbread house. Lynn just piped in with the gingerbread house.
Yeah.
Excellent. So the difference between home cooked and takeout. So meal starters, Sarah already talked to you and said that her personal testimony is great. Dinner's almost done. So quick cooking. I love Nancy Joe's tip about hosts actually getting 20 to 30% off. And they're also available. So.
And Marie, if I can jump in really quick about the meal starters, think about all the people that are buying things like Blue Apron and Fresh and all those. They're paying $10 per serving. That one jar will serve, depends on 4 to 6 people, depending on what you're making. So at $15 a jar, it's not expensive to those people. So, you know, those of us that do a lot of home, cook from scratch, it sounds like a lot, but it's not for the majority of people out there that are working full time and that do these meal prep plans. This is not a lot of money at all.
That's a good point, Nance. Catalog looks beautiful. Did everybody get their catalog? So sorry, I'm going to mute myself. Let you.
Stunning.
Yeah. It's a beautiful catalog. I like the way they went.
And what happens to all the money at the end? Whoever lost the most percentage gets it all.
Okay.
There it is, Nance. That catalog is beautiful. They did a great job with this. They did a great job with the catalog.
Marie, can you keep it going?
She's on mute. So let's just, yeah.
But she's the one that's got to keep it going.
Yeah.
I'll unmute myself. Okay.
Oh,
The catalog is beautiful.
it is.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, there we go. The little mini catalog.
So colorful. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it is beautiful. So party themes, fast and fresh weeknight meals, one pot dinners, getting more veggies. So the new season's best, like I said, we'll be trying that at recipe night. Is there anybody on here who's already tried any of the new recipes out of the new season's best? And if you're muted, you'd have to unmute yourself.
Too bad Louise wasn't on because she's done every single recipe, I think. Every night she's doing a different recipe. She did cauliflower soup, butternut squash soup. She did them all. She did a lot of them.
Somebody said the quick cooker chicken dumplings were amazing.
Oh, we'll have to try that.
Yeah.
So So let's, who here has, products are supposed to be delivered right now. If you earned free for all, put your hands up if you received your products. Congratulations, and we're going to be starting to use them. So now let's go to Dash. I want to just do a shout out. Jennifer, Jennifer on my team right there. Jennifer, you want to wave to everybody? She is on my leaderboard with 1,070 points.
Wow.
For her.
I'm going to look at my leaderboard tomorrow. So you guys got all night to work on that.
I do have one, Edie Brainerd. I don't think she's on here. She's on Patty Davis's team, but she did 1,520 points already.
Wow.
I'm pretty excited. We have 3 people that have done over 1,000 on the dashboard.
All right, now I got to look. You guys.
I know. Sorry.
Okay, so I just want a testimony. Jennifer, do you mind unmuting and just say a little something about the training on Dash?
I really like it. I got really involved in it, and I like that it's like little clip-its. Then it suggests things that go along with what you're looking for. And I ran into 2 trainings that suggested what I should get next based on my answer. So I don't know what the training would have been if I had answered with the option. I thought that was really cool.
Isn't that cool? It's very personalized.
I love it. I've been telling everyone that, like, I talk to, but even the girls under me, like, you have to get on. It's so cool.
Right. Just thank you for sharing. Just a FYI, there's some dates on the screen right now that are just going to tell you when people are going to start seeing some of the new products. So if you have a September show booked, they will start seeing those products come September, right? August, customers connected to a September party will see the new products in prices. So August, this is where I wanted Nancy Joe to pop on here, and I'm going to stop sharing my screen because we do have some price increases with new season.
Okay. Yes, we do. We talked about that last month, and let me see here. Oh, no, I don't want to share my desktop here. I mean, let me see what, hold on, exit full screen. There we go. All right, I got it up here. The thing that, oh, hold on. All right, let me do it again. Zoom. You know, it takes a genius to do this stuff. I just want you to know. All right. So here's this, and then preview the changes.
I'm not seeing your screen, Nancy.
Hold on.
There we go.
There it is. There it is.
All right.
Okay. So you'll be able to
get this.
This was under the leader resources, under the new Explore. It's all right there under I can walk you through it if you need me to, but I'd have to jump onto the home. Let's see. Let me see here.
Oh, that's nice. Thanks for enlarging it.
Okay. Do you see this?
Mm-hmm.
Do you see the fall winter price changes? Right. And notice they're not all just, like the tariff is going to be 25%. They're not all just 25% higher. Some things are 10% higher. Some things are, some
things are lower.
Yes, some things are lower. The champagne corker is lower, so we can all start drinking champagne because it's cheaper now to open it. But yeah, I mean, it isn't. They really tried to go over the whole line and do.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was reading it backwards. It isn't. Sorry. It's an increase. Never mind.
What's that?
I was reading it backwards. So the new price is, okay.
Yeah. So I did find one that was lower, but I don't know that I found another one. But like from $8 to $9 instead of $8 to $10.50, or $10, So not everything is a 25% increase, and we want, like some of the things that are made in the USA, they increased those a little bit because it took away from like big increases on like the quick cooker, things like that. So they really tried to do things in a soft way. You know what I mean? So like the knife set went from $369 to $378 only. So it isn't even $10 higher. Well, if it was a 25% increase, it'd be, you know, an 80 some dollar increase. Okay. So they tried to blanket it over the whole line where they could, and they did eat a bunch. They're eating a bunch. Trust me, but we can't have them eat 25%. We'll be out of business, right?
Mm-hmm.
And because we only change our prices once every 6 months, we have to be proactive on this because we can't go down as a company. Can't.
So what would be your selling points for booking, buying, hosting in August, Nance?
Well, first of all, I know we're always really focused on the quick cooker, but I have talked with people about the cookware. I said, you can get the 6-piece set for 60% off and get the big pot, the multi-pot, for 50% off. And what an opportunity that is for just doing a base show. And you know that they're not just going to do a base show. I have handed out 3 sets of catalogs for catalog shows, which of course the catalog show is really seeming easy because you just hand them catalogs and they do, and I set them up online. On Pampered Chef's website. They didn't want to do a Facebook show. They didn't want to do a live show. Just they wanted to pass the catalog. So don't forget that that's also a great opportunity for saving money. Getting the knife set at 60% off, getting the rock crock and slow cooker set at 60% off. So make sure people realize that there's anything that they want can be 60% off, but tell them what the prices actually are. Instead of paying this, you're going to pay this, because 60% off of $10, is $6 off. But if it's off of $500, it's $300 off. Do you see what I'm saying? So, and absolutely, August will set up your fall. You guys don't think, oh, I'm just going to go right into September. You want to have a strong August. Talk about back to school, busy mornings with moms. The little egg cooker and the oatmeal cooker and things like that. Talk about the salad set. People are, they need to go fast in the morning. So make a salad the night before and take it off to work with you. And when you're putting away all your protein and all your stuff from dinner, make yourself a salad to take with you. There's just so much to talk about because it's the start of school. So our new little press, talk about that you can get this in September. And what I'm telling people is have a show in August so that when the bookings come, you can get your blender for 50% off. You can get, the quick cooker for 50% off, all those other things that you didn't get at your show. So they can, it's the best of both worlds. So, and I mean, I'm not going to make a big deal. I know, Marie, you thought I should talk about that. Oh, have your show because prices are going up. I don't think we should make a big deal about that because you know what? We don't want them to not come to the shows in the fall.
Right.
They're not even going to.
Sometimes people are pushing off shows because of the new products. And I'm just saying, just like you use that as an example with the cookware, you want the cookware 60% off what you want, and then the other piece at half price. And before, my salad choppers, as an example, my salad choppers, it was one of my favorite products, are going up by $4 a pair. Well, that's a chunk, so if I have people interested at my show, I'm going to say, buy it this month. I'm not going to say how much it's going up, but before the price increases.
I would just say we have a new catalog and some prices will be increasing. And because we have one thing that I've found that is a decrease, we can get away with saying some. Some product increase.
One product.
Yes, I found one so far. That's all. But I would just be careful on saying, oh, the prices are going up a lot September 1, because that could be your fall bookings are coming from
Yeah.
your August shows.
Oh,
So
that's why you're number one.
So what you're, yes, that's true. Great job, Nancy. So what you're really saying is we're gonna make more money.
we are going to make more money. And you guys, people are not going to even notice things
Right?
unless
Look, everybody's shaking
you
their
make
head.
a big deal about it.
All
If you
right.
make a
If
big
you
deal
want to
about
I
it,
said, don't say anything.
stop sharing your screen so I can go back
Okay.
to it.
Are we going to get a copy of this, Nancy?
you know what? It's right online. It's already, it's online. It's under the Explore button under new fall resources. I think it is. I'll look it up.
Okay,
I'll look it up.
Okay, so enrichables we're going to talk about next month in September, but it's not a meal replacement. It's to make the meals that you make better. So, so look for our September meeting to cover enrichables and a little more about subscriptions. Oh, I should go back because let's at this point, I would love Ruth to talk, since we already talked about booking, let's talk about the recruiting special and what you've done so far.
Well,
And Nancy, Joe, do you want to tell everybody why we're having Ruth speak if they missed but prior to us recording?
Well, Ruth shared with us today that she has recruited or added to her team 6 new consultants since conference. So that's 1 week ago. So Ruth, tell us what you did. Tell us. Just, it's so exciting.
okay. Do you want the whole thing again?
Yes, Ruth, because not everybody was here and heard the
Okay,
exciting stuff.
so it is, my team has added 6. The first was when the new program was announced. I have a team member who is very motivated by purses. And when I saw that she could get the rolling bag in August, I wanted her to be able to get that. She did not come to conference, and she was bugging me about not getting the conference purse. And so I challenged her and told her that about the new program. And I told her she could get the suitcase to complement the other purses, bags that she has earned. And that when she promotes to director, I will give her my purse that I earned at conference to complete her set. Within 24 hours, she had her first recruit. So that was very motivating for her. It takes all kinds to motivate. And then during conference, I had a host who had not closed out her party. And when I heard about the changes, I messaged her and said, we're not closing your party until we talk. And when I got home from conference, I told her about the new program and all of the money she could earn and the full kit rebate. And so we closed her party. She took the $50 kit credit and then signed up after that. Wow. And then, so that was 2. And then Wednesday, I think it was Wednesday, maybe it was Friday, I don't remember. I was having coffee with a neighbor and I was sharing all the exciting news happening with Pampered Chef. And she said, I've been thinking about doing something like this. And I shared all that was being offered. And she said, okay, I'm going to do it. Let's do it. And she signed up. And then Saturday I had a party. I had been a cooking show. I had been talking with, it was a co-host situation. I talking with one of the hosts and about the quick cooker, and was explaining how one of our new kits now has a quick cooker in it. And I was telling her about the new reward program and the full kit rebate, and said, we'll talk at the party. And then during the party, when I was doing the ticket activity with asking questions about the business, and sharing the flyers and everything, she just said, okay, I'm going to do it. And one of her friends at the party said, you're going to do it? If you're going to do it, then I'm going to do it too. And so the host signed up. I had her friend sign up under her. And then at the end of the party, the mom of the other host was asking me more questions and said, okay, I'd like to sign up and do this too. What do I need to do to sign up? So I signed her up under the host. So the host signed up and has 2 consultants right from the gate.
And so she's gonna go for fast track. You're gonna
Absolutely.
go for fast track advanced, and I'm sure she's going to too. And then you'll all make like so much money. You guys have to look and see the new rewards. The recruiter and the recruit can each earn up to $3,000 each.
And our new consultants can now actually earn more than that, because they get $100 cash for every consultant when they qualify in their first 90 days.
So I think it's 50. Isn't it 50?
So that's PC dollars. They also get $100 cash.
Really? Is that beyond August 15th?
Yes.
I thought that was
That's not us. That's new consultants.
Oh, new consultants. Okay.
Consultants, when they sign somebody in their first 90 days, they get $100 cash. Then when they get to director, they get the $500, but they'll keep getting $100 for every new person in their first 90 days once those people qualify.
Yeah.
So the bottom line is, so let's take a minute, even if you guys drifted off to sleep. Wake up, wake up, wake up. This is really important. Most people say cash would really help them. They want more money. If you have a fast track, so you recruit somebody new this month, somebody signs up, and they fast track it to director, they get the $500 bonus, and you as the recruiter gets the $500. They stay a director for 3 months, they get an additional $500, you get the $500, and so on. Then they get $1,000 for promoting to advance, and you get $1,000 for them promoting to advance. So, I mean, if you look at it, that's an additional $3,000 cash. They're getting bonuses that are above almost $600 worth of products for hitting that 500, 1250, 2500, and 5000 level during that 90 days. It is so generous, and now they're being trained by Dash. So this is a big game changer. Game changer. This is the second game changer. So we'll go back to where we were. Share. Okay. Oops. I need to be on slideshow. Sorry. What I do from current slide.
What are you doing?
What happened here? I'm on the wrong one. There we go. Are you seeing this screen or no?
Notes for leaders.
Stop share. Okay, we'll go back and then we'll share again. We'll share the right screen.
Job is we have notes.
Yeah. Pay no attention. We're just really
Pay no attention to the man behind the screen.
Yeah, it's Pampered Chef for Dummies. So they tell us what to teach you. So anything. We already talked about 3 reasons to party in August. Pick anything month. So they're choosing their own special. And speaking of the quick cooker, we have these new accessories. And so our host can also get the 60% off, including those. So the steam baskets, the fluted pans, and then party theme. Check out the Quick Fix Dinners party theme. And there's some new marketing imagery there. Another thing is school lunches, crinkle cut carrots, crinkle cut apples. Who do you know whose routines get busier in the fall. So how to meal plan in 5 simple steps is there now too. And so meal starters now available. We're going to talk about the guest offer while supplies last. The difference between home cooked and takeout. I say if it's made at home, it's homemade, right?
Right.
But I think people are really looking for that quality fast meal. A $17 item is the free gift, okay? The apple wedger, perfect for going back to school. So I'm just going to give you a couple little tips. Apple wedger, besides wedging apples, what else would you use it for? Come on, we could come up with at least 3 different ideas.
Cucumber
Besides,
sticks.
what?
Cucumber sticks.
Cucumbers, yes. What else?
Potatoes.
Potatoes, yes. What else?
Pears.
Pears, yes.
The perfect partner to the pineapple wedger.
Yep.
Oh, yes.
Wedge your pineapple, it fits right over the 2 halves.
You can use it for blooming onions.
Oh, blooming onions.
Bloomin' onion.
Hey, Katie.
Love that. I mean, so here's selling 201. You bring your apple wedger with you to your parties or promote it in your virtual shows and talk about all the different things that an apple wedger does. And one of the little things is our apple wedger wedges apples into 10 slices, not 8. And the circle in the middle is a little bit bigger because American apples have fatter cores. And then you say, oh, by the way, it's a free gift this month when your order is over 75.
And what I love to do is I'll do an apple almost all the way completely to the ground, to the bottom, maybe 1/8 of an inch above, and then pull it up and show them how just to take that apple and put it around the core and put that in a Ziploc bag, and it doesn't turn all brown for your kids for their lunch or you for work. So it's a whoop whoop and it's done. And that's a really big deal. And to tell them that it's the air oxidation, just like with avocado and apples are the same thing. It's the air. If it turns a little brown, it's just because it hit the air. But if you can go down and then put it right back together, it stays really nice. You don't have to put lemon or soda on it or anything like that.
Excellent tip, Nance.
And also make sure that the bottom of your apples, the core is closed. If it's open, if the little pieces are open on the bottom, it's an old apple or older apple. So teach people how to purchase their apples. When you turn an apple over, the bottom,
The blossom.
if that little thing is open, you'll see what I mean next time you go to the grocery store.
Mm-hmm. So you want a closed
The little thing in the bottom, I've got my apples here. What?
Yeah, put it right up to the screen. Yeah,
Okay.
see, it's a nice closed blossom end.
All right, ladies, if you look at your apple and you see that this is closed, then it's
It's-
fresh.
It's fresh.
It's a fresh apple.
Focusing for our videos. Hello, everyone. We don't have makeup on, right?
That's right.
And bumpy apples are better for eating. Smooth, rounded bottoms are better for cooking. Just
I
as
love-
a
I love your
Wait,
garlic.
what is that again, Marie?
bumpy bottoms. So that's like your delicious are bumpy bottoms. Those are better eating apples because they're a little more mealy or
Bumpy
soft.
bottom.
Your rounded are like your Granny Smith, your Macintosh, which are better for baking. Who knew?
I think
Bump-
you're right.
Bumpy bottoms.
I think you
Bumpy
need to-
bottoms, yeah.
Marie, you should
Eat
write
your
down,
bumpy bottoms, bake your smooth ones.
Marie, write down your famous quotes for your shows, like the
Yeah.
underwear for garlic.
Yeah, whitey tighties.
Yes.
And look for hairy bottoms. Okay, so there's a few things going.
Seriously. I just almost wet my pants the first time I heard that one.
Not too much going out of the line. There's things that are going to be only in a set, like our barware is going to be sold as a set. Our kids' stuff is going to be sold as a set. The grilling stuff is going to be sold as a set, but it looks to me this rolling pin thing is going to be sold as a set. So really, truly, the only thing disappearing is that wicker basket and the veggie wedger, correct?
Go get your veggie wedger.
Very sad.
I know.
And
I know.
your dripless pour stopper. So,
But that's because we have the other one.
Right.
We have the aerator one.
all right, this is what you're going to get, your backpack when you have over 750. Who is planning on earning that and way more? So, hands up if you're at least, hey, Tina, new director, she's on here. Tina, I'm just going to go to speaker. I'm going to stop sharing for a moment because that's an exciting thing. Let's do speaker view for me. Tina, say hello.
Yes. Hello.
She came home from conference and nailed it.
Nice.
What did you do, Tina? Like, she went to conference, things were going on, and all of a sudden, with like 3 days left to the month, she promotes to director.
Actually, I think it was the last day.
The last day.
Yeah. So, well, actually, I was really close to giving up. It was so funny when I got back from conference. I said something to my husband about being like, I think it was like 1,400 away from the 5,000 mark. He goes, I got a good paycheck. Why don't you just order it all? I was like, no, I can't do that.
Gotta do it with integrity.
Great, thank you, but no, can't do it that way. But then, like the next day, I got a message from one of my recruits that she was submitting another order that I hadn't been planning on, I didn't know about. And then one of the other ones sent me a message that he was getting ready to turn one in. And all of a sudden I was getting, a couple hundred away, and it got closer and closer, and it all hit.
Nice.
Now I just have to keep them going so that I do this every month.
Well, I'm just so proud of you and so excited. And I was like, I just saw her. I had no clue you were that close. And
we were talking about it when we were walking, yes. And I was saying, I'm close, but I just don't know if it's going to happen. I'm not there to light the fire under them, and they did it. Thank you. But now I've got to recruit more, so it's not so stressful every month.
Right. You don't stop till you have 10.
That's right. And why stop then?
Yeah. So congratulations.
Yeah, really. Why?
So proud of you.
Yeah, and one of my recruits just sent me a message asking how the kick credit works, because she's working on somebody, so I could have a second level coming in soon. I don't know.
Yay. I love it. I love it. So let's look at these amazing nuggets. Yes, it's the first time in the history of Pampered Chef that they've ever offered 100% rebate. They are giving it to us on a silver platter. So it's a matter of us speaking up, just like Ruth did, talking to her neighbor, having coffee, talking about it with your host, doing the ticket game or something in your parties that you're having. And one of the things that I love is each kit builds on the others. So from the mini kit with the everyday rock crock, the deluxe kit goes to a Dutch oven size. But then take a look, everything that's in here is also in here, and then plus that. So there's a continuity to it.
Yeah.
There is a video that Kristen Reinga did about sharing the kits, and look at what you're going to get. Overrides on your personal team sales. We're going to get recruiting bonuses of $50 Pampered Chef, going up from 30. So that's a pay increase for us.
Yeah.
20 more Pampered Chef dollars. We get the 3,000 incentive points to go to Disney World, and obviously unlimited income. Building your team. When you recruit a new consultant in the month of August, this rolling suitcase is yours. So you get the backpack for selling, you get the rolling bag for recruiting. And if you went to conference and you recruit before August 15th and they qualify, you're going to get $100. That's like getting a rebate off conference or going out to dinner or getting a massage, whatever you want to use your $100 for. So I think we already did that. Patty, what else? You need to show everybody, I'm going to stop sharing, about where some of the things from conference are located.
Okay.
Do you have that up, Patty? Because if
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Did you need something, Nancy?
Nope. Go ahead.
Okay, hold on. I got to share screen. That would be helpful.
So I just want to say while she's pulling that up, whether you went to conference or not, this is a really good refresher. And if you miss conference, this is a must watch.
Now, I'm going to say this. First of all, that video that I showed you of the Pampered Chef fall products, that is really not public view yet. So make sure that you do not share this just yet, because Pampered Chef, the Canadian, has not had their conference yet. They have not seen the new products. So we want them to be just as surprised as we were all surprised.
What are all these videos? Tony Robbins and 35 cooking hacks?
Oh, this is technically, hold on, watch. It's just this.
Oh, okay.
You know what? It does that automatically. I don't know why it does that. It's like from here. It's just from YouTube.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. No, it's not. That's not it, Nancy.
Okay.
Yeah. So here we have every speaker. We happen to capture them, and there's what's that? Oh, I just thought they were saying something. Okay. So we have all of the speakers here, a little bit about why they were speaking, and we also have, if they had any, if they used a PowerPoint, we have their PowerPoint. So you'll see Becca's PowerPoint, because I think that makes it really, so you're able to download her entire PowerPoint and you can watch the video going along, because she used that to, while she was doing her, while she was sharing, in her little workshop.
Yeah, and she did an amazing job and gave just awesome information.
Absolutely. And then, of course, we have Chris Madden, who honestly, you know what, Nancy, you know the background of Chris. I don't know how many years it was that she actually has been selling Pampered Chef, doing nothing but live.
Right. I want to say like 15. Okay. For some reason, 15 sticks in my head, but she was applying for jobs before the week of our March retreat, because she's kind of done, you know what I mean? And she came to the March retreat and revitalized her business with virtual shows. And she was my number one recruiter out of 525 people, or not recruiter, salesperson. And that's not including, like, Paula was an executive. She was just the same, just about $1,000 more than her. But so non-executives, like, that's not including Marie's group. That's just my group. But the thing that she did that is just amazing is she had her biggest month ever in her career in July. You guys, that's nuts. To
July
go from ready to quit to biggest month ever, 4 months later, 5 months later. She did like her whole year last year, which I want to say she did 130,000 in sales last year. For the calendar year, she's already surpassed that in the first 7 months of this year.
That is amazing.
It is.
And what you'll see in her downloaded file was the PowerPoint that was going on, which had some of her screenshots from her virtual shows and how she got bookings and recruits from her virtual shows. So it's extremely helpful to see it as you listen to her.
Yeah.
And Yvonne Flashita said, one of the things that she said for recruiting is, she doesn't say, have you ever thought about doing something like Pampered Chef? She says, have you ever thought about earning extra money or doing something for fun?
Yeah, that was huge. Man.
That was huge. So
I love that. No, I wanted to say something. So if one thing that I got out of conference, and I think, not sure if it was there or maybe we heard it at Rachel Hollis. Now I'm not sure, just because the two are just starting to intermingle. But here's something for everybody to think about. Why not me and why not now? Those are the two questions you need to ask yourself, because honestly, Becca says it, everybody says it, anything is possible. You can make anything happen. You can create and make anything happen that you want. Look what just happened with Ruth, right? I mean, look what just happened. You could come home. You could promote to director. You don't need 3 months. You don't need 6 months. You don't need to wait till December. That's not it. You can do anything you want. I'll tell you, it's work, right, everybody? It's work. You're not, it just doesn't fall out of the sky.
Well, it's not free money. I mean, we're working.
Right.
It's work.
Right. But you can do it.
But you can finally make what you're really worth.
Yeah. Right.
Think about that.
Exactly. And here you need to watch this. So after you watch Chris Madden, you need to really watch Sharon, Lisa, and Gina, because here are some people that have been in the business for 20 plus years and went from being I know they're all cooking show stars, didn't recruit a lot, really, they're having amazing success on their team. And Sharon was the leader, and you have to see the increases in her organization with regarding number of people, organizational sales, and number of developing directors. I think Sharon just had an executive director promotion in her team. That Jenny Gilliam, that actually Gina was referring to. So she just promoted last month. So she qualified, her second month, and she has promoted. Yeah, this is an amazing testimony. And Lisa Noto was an entertainer. So even if you wanted to watch it for fun, I would be all over it, because it is the funniest thing. These girls are obviously from another part of the world, AKA they're from New York.
They're from Long Island. It's not even New York. It's Long Island.
Long Island.
Can we talk? Okay.
So they're funny. They're light. Oh my gosh. But they share a lot of great information. So I would definitely be all over that. And there is Becky Issue. We've mentioned her before. Nancy Jo was talking about her.
Is hers in 2 parts, or is her video in 2 parts, Patty, or did you merge it?
It's merged.
Okay.
You didn't. You want it in 2 parts?
No.
No. Thank you, Patty, for doing
I merged it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Let's all give Patty a big hand for doing all that for us.
I had to merge a couple of them because Sharon stopped talking, and then all of a sudden she started again. So I stopped, and then I had to restart. So I had to merge them. But that's okay, because I know how to do that now. But Becky was just amazing. It was my takeaway from Chairman's Circle. Fearless VP Rockstar. Okay, sorry about that. Fearless VP Rockstar. So definitely watch that. And ended with Kelly Wilson, who was a great testimony, who started the business a little over a year ago, earned the trip to Hawaii, and started in March of last year. So she earned that trip to Hawaii in just 8 months. Right. 8 months. And she is already earned Disney. She's doing She's trying to do Disney Elite.
And is she
promoted to advanced?
I was going to say, and she promoted to advanced also.
Yes, that's promoted to advanced. Yes. So yes, for sure.
Awesome.
Are you able to see my screen now, or do you have to stop share for me?
She has to stop share. There you go.
Okay. Now can you see my screen?
Yep.
Because we're just going to end with Pampered Chef at the very end. Besides the little how-to dashboard for new consultants, is really having this as, we used to have the 3-2-1, which we still have, 3 contacts a day, two shows a week, 1 recruit a month will get you going. Now they said for every 4, add 1 more. And your pace is up to you. Maybe you're doing 1 show a week, but if you do 4 shows, you would add 1 person. If you're doing virtual, like some of them are doing, you may be doing 4 shows in 1 week. So
You can add one each week,
Yes.
one new person.
Yeah. So,
That's your goal. For every 4, add one more.
yeah. So as you notice, Consultants Corner has a new look to it. So as we all figure out where we're going on Consultants Corner, at least put in your calendar where you're going next summer, downtown Chicago for National Conference 20, which is our anniversary, 40 years with Pampered Chef. It's going to be a big, big deal. So,
Hey, Marie, let me share really quick.
sure, let
Let me
start.
share my screen. Hold on. Because I want, DJ asked about where, go to PC Corner. The first thing you're going to see is Dash. Then you can go to Explore. And I just want to show promotions, rewards, recognition, training, recipes, charitable programs. It's
under seasonal resources, Nancy.
Seasonal resource guide. That's where you guys want to go. All right. Because you're going to get all the new things. There's the video of it, some verbiage, and then what's changed. Here's the alphabetical product list, catalog correction stickers, host kit credit coupon, new consultant flyer, kit assets, replacement parts. Here's product price increases, DJ. That's where it's at. But like I said, I don't even want you to print that out because it matters not. All right. Don't even think about it. What you need is your alphabetical product list, your free-for-all product list, whatever. Pardon me?
I didn't hear who that was. So.
Okay. So I'm just saying, really, you guys, you can see where it changes, but I've been through 33 years, just short of a month short of 33 years. Okay. Every year, every 6 months, there's price changes. I've never, ever made a big deal about it because nobody compares last year's or last season to this season. They just don't. So I'm telling you, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it, okay?
All right.
All right. Sorry, I just.
Bye now. I just want to say, and anybody can, it's an open format right now. So if you want to unmute and ask a question or make a comment, especially those of you that have some experience with new products, Dash, the new kit, whatever you want to speak on, your attitude is going to determine your altitude. And I want to tell you this, the tale of my 2 Augusts. August was my worst month ever one year, and August was my best month ever another year. And the difference was August number 1, that was my worst August. I kept thinking everybody's kids are going back to school. Everybody's busy. Everybody's on vacation, blah, 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 blah. I had moms who were just like, oh, I'll have a party in September. August is too crazy. Well, the next year, after living through that awful August, I decided that I needed to have an amazing August. And so I started looking for hosts that were not, didn't have school-age kids, empty nesters, singles, no kids, and I started saying things like, by August, your kids are driving you crazy. Have a girls' night out and get together with your friends and get away from them. Or celebrate them going back to school. Or those of you that haven't gone on vacation all summer, by August, you really need a night out with friends. And so I started telling those hosts, everybody is going to want to come. Yes, there's going to be some people out of town, but I guarantee you, your friends who are in town are looking for an excuse to get away from their families. So that year, there was standing room only at my shows. People were sitting on the steps. We had overflow crowds. And the only thing that changed was my mindset, how I coached my hosts, and what I was expecting. So I'm going to turn it over to Patty and Nancy Jo, and any of you that want to make a comment. If you have a selling tip, a recruiting tip, a tip from one of your workshops, this is your time to share it with us.
So we had talked about doing I don't have a comment. Okay, all right, I'm going in the right direction. I just want to make sure that we were all on board for this. Okay, who's in for getting a full schedule for the month of October? Who's in?
October or August?
Or maybe August 1st. Yeah, first we'll do August, then we'll do September. October's next after that. Who wants a full schedule? Let's see some hands up. Whoop, whoop. I don't see everybody's hands up. I want to see some participation here. Whoop, whoop. Okay, so your leader team is going to be hosting a booking blitz. So we'll do a, I don't know, 3-day booking blitz? 5 days?
Yeah, today is
Week long. Yeah, whatever. This is
Today's the
Wednesday,
5th.
Thursday.
okay. Yeah. So let's, we'll give time for everybody to jump on board with it. So, yeah.
Because they have to, I would put it till Saturday, Patty, because you know why?
Okay.
Because we need to let people get back from vacations,
Good idea.
be able to listen to this if they're working, and have a day on the weekend to really work it hard.
Okay. So we want to be able to support you. We want to be able to make sure that you are armed and dangerous with some great, so obviously script, recruiting lines, booking lines, and all of that. So how many of you are, we should probably ask this question. So I should probably ask this question, is how many of you are doing cooking shows and not, so we have regular cooking. So you are a cooking show consultant as opposed to a virtual show consultant.
I have both.
I'm both.
Okay, so do we have anybody? Okay, so this is cooking show. So we have Melissa, Laura, Bethany does both. Okay, all right. Okay, otherwise I think the majority is
I
probably.
do probably one virtual a month, but otherwise I do all kitchen.
Okay, all right, Melissa, great. Okay.
I'll do anything I can get.
Who said that?
Teresa.
Teresa.
Oh, yeah, it's Teresa. Okay, that sounds really good. So, yeah, just kind of wanted to get a feel for who's doing what. Not that anything really changes, because obviously you can do the same thing in a virtual show that you're doing in a cooking show. So,
You guys, I want to share something that I learned today on a phone call. You know how we put things in Cinshare and we schedule them for our parties? Well, did you know in Messenger, you can schedule your host instructions through something called ManyChat. Okay, so if you have the app, do you know about that, Patty? Oh my gosh, why don't I know about this, girlfriend? It's like, that's awesome.
how many more things could you add to that? And it is a service. I think you get some free, but you have to pay for it. Yes.
Okay. But if you're doing a ton of shows and you want to schedule them for the whole week, what a time saver. What?
M-A-N-Y, not many, many.
And it's one word.
Right. And you have to actually subscribe to it. And what happens is once people click on it, and they can subscribe to you, like they could be connected to you. And it's on Cinshare. ManyChat is on Cinshare?
No, I think ManyChat is on Messenger, is what I was told.
So when I have 10 shows in the same week,
If you have 4 shows in the same week, think of the time of not posting 4 times every day. Your time is valuable, you guys. If you can spend that same time chatting with people and engaging with people, that is more important than, I don't know. I just thought that was brilliant, because some people were saying today on the phone call that they're night owls, but they're afraid to schedule, a message to their hosts for the next morning because they don't want to wake them up, because they're doing the notification, they're doing the notifications at night really late. I says, well, if you let them know that up front that you schedule at night, then they'll turn their notifications off, which they should do that anyway. so they can get a good night's sleep. But then somebody said, well, I use ManyChat. There you go. .com, and it is wonderful because I schedule everything. I cut and paste. It's just like SendShare with our host instructions. So I don't know how much it costs. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know. It might be just $10 a month, but here's the thing. So we have to look more into that, and I think they have to start it off. So
They have to what?
They have to be the ones to. I'm almost sure that they have to be the ones to. It's like this. Did you ever get a notification from somebody that says type excitement in the chat? When you type excitement in the chat, something triggers. You have to have this set up in the background. That's what's on ManyChat. Excitement is done that, and then what happens is anybody that does do that, they deploy a message to that person. So you get 50 people that do that. You know, if you're on a conference call or whatever, and then when you type that word in there, there's a trigger word that you use, and then what happens is that they'll send out a message, a PDF, a book, a whatever, some kind of training, or a note, a host coaching thing. So we should look into that though, Nancy.
Okay. All right. Sally Schuber said her directors are using it and loving it.
Okay. Maybe
because
we should
it's helping them be streamlined once again for cost of a couple of cups of coffee. I mean, if you're doing one show or two shows a month, you can do it yourself. But if you're doing 15 or 16,
right.
Think about how much time that would save you.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? Talked about not doing early. Well, I think Stephen is doing early host coaching, right? Isn't that who I learned that at conference, something around 5:15, 5:30, or early post.
Chris Madden.
Right?
Chris Madden
Chris
said
Madden.
early
That's
post.
right. That's rich.
She learned that from Myrna.
Okay, that's what it was. And she said she's having engagement early in the morning.
Yeah.
And she does it later at night. Isn't that right, Marie? Yeah.
So and if people want to re-listen to her workshop and look at her stuff, they'll get the stuff.
Yep.
So
Do you want to stop recording, Marie?
Yes, I will stop recording.